resolution, and could you go ahead and it takes a majority of the council to amend the agenda? And Billy, would you go ahead and go over the resolution?
Yes, sir. Do you want me to go over both?
Yeah, go
okay.
ahead.
The one is a resolution. The way that the inducement agreement, which is the development agreement for the RSA project, was set up, it stated that RSA and ARH would recommend a project for Veterans Park, and then the City and Park Authority had to approve it. And so this resolution would, it just simply, it is the city approving the redevelopment of Veterans Park as presented, and asking the Public Park Authority of the Shoals to also approve the project and release the $2 million that's been held in escrow to be used to construct these improvements in Veterans Park, which includes the tennis complex and the other improvements.
And in order to release the $2 million, it has to be for the attraction and the redevelopment of the park.
Yes, sir, that's correct. And ARH and RSA both recommended a tennis facility. And so that has to be part of the redevelopment for the release of the $2 million.
Plus it relieves the city and of the final agreement of the RSA project to provide an attraction at
Right, right. This will be the final part of that agreement from 2000 and, well, it was amended in 2004, I think it is. So that's that resolution. That's as a matter that's to satisfy the conditions of the contract, the inducement agreement. The other item I have is just simply an ordinance that would levy a 5% lodging tax in the city limits of Florence, and it is it just incorporates the language from the state code dealing with the state lodging tax, and it mirrors it mirrors the state lodging tax. And the difference between this and the current lodging tax in Lauderdale County is that this only would be levied within the city limits of Florence. And I think there are 3 hotels that are outside the city limits, but otherwise it's identical.
And the 5% lodging tax revenue goes into the redevelopment of Veterans Park.
Yes, sir, that's correct. That would be for that, Dan, the accountant would when the money is received would put it into a fund to redevelop the park and the ball field, the whole project that's been discussed today.
So the construction of the tennis courts, relocation of the ball fields, and $4 million for improvements to the park.
Yes, sir. And and also the money would be used to operate the new facilities, right?
And plus the $2 million from
plus the $2 million from RSA, which would be for infrastructure at the park, and
plus we need to incorporate we have letters of support from UNA for $100,000
for 10 years.
10 years, $1 million, and we do have a letter for Florence City Schools for their support too.
And also back to the first resolution dealing to satisfy the contract requirements, attached to the resolution are the letters, one from RSA, one from AREH, which is just, that stands for Alabama Real Estate Holdings, and that's a subsidiary of RSA that owns the property. And then also attached is the Tennessee Valley, the TVA land use permit that authorizes the project to be constructed. The TVA's already approved it.
Do we need one motion for both resolutions?
Yes, sir. It just if a majority to add it, if a majority of the council members want to add it, so a motion and then a second and then a vote to add both of them, or one or separately, however you want to do it.
I think we just need to bundle them together. And
Okay. I'd make that motion.
so the motion is to go ahead and release $2 million and to levy the 5% license tax for the redevelopment of Veterans Park as presented by Melissa. I have a motion to have a second. I'll second the motion. All those in favor of the motion?
I think we need some discussion.
Okay, go ahead, sure.
Well, I am in support of doing the whole park. Not just the tennis, and I said that before. I did not realize we'd be actually voting on this tonight. So I'm for giving us some time and putting off till our next council meeting. I think it's, here again, I think doing the whole park is the answer to revitalizing Veterans Park, which desperately needs attention. But I'm not prepared to vote on it tonight.
Well, I thought the issue was putting it on the agenda, and then when it came on the agenda, you certainly have a right to vote against immediate consideration. I mean, all we're trying to do is put it on the agenda tonight for consideration.
Is that what we're doing?
Yes, sir, this is not a vote on the actual substance, this is just to add it to the agenda.
I can add it. I can add it, I'm not ready to vote on it tonight, but we can add it. Now, I don't want to.
Sure.
Okay.
That's what Andy said, add it to it and then you go against immediate consideration.
So, what we're doing. So all we're doing right now is putting it on the agenda.
Right.
Vote for immediate consideration.
That's the thing. All those in favor of adding it to the agenda, signify by aye. 4-2, go ahead and add it to the agenda.
Okay. Mr. Lottie will have it as, he'll tell you which numbers on the regular agenda they are.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break and we'll come back.